Over the years, some black celebrities have gained notoriety not just for their talents, but for their highly publicized and chaotic love lives. From scandalous affairs and secret romances to whirlwind marriages and explosive breakups, these stars lived lives that kept tabloids buzzing and fans captivated. 1. Sammy Davis Jr., 1925 to 1990. Sammy Davis Jr. wasn't just one of the greatest entertainers of the 20th century. He was also a deeply complex figure whose personal life often rivaled the drama of his performances. Known for his unparalleled talent in singing, dancing, and acting, Davis became a household name and a cultural icon. However, his romantic life frequently made headlines, reflecting a whirlwind existence marked by passion, controversy, and societal defiance. His most famous relationship was with the Swedish actress May Britt, whom he married in 1960, defying racial norms when interracial marriage was illegal in many U.S. states. Facing death threats and intense media scrutiny, their love endured for 8 years before pressure caused their divorce in 1968. They had one daughter and adopted 2 sons. Davis later married entertainer Altovise Gore in 1970, and they remained together until he died in 1990. Throughout his life, he was romantically linked to some of Hollywood's biggest stars, including Marilyn Monroe, Judy Garland, and Eartha Kitt. His relationships often reflected the same intensity and complexity that defined his legendary career. Sammy Davis Jr.'s personal life was a roller coaster of love, loss, and societal resistance, illustrating the struggles of a man who lived boldly at the intersection of fame, race, and romance in a deeply divided America. 2. Richard Pryor, 1940 to 2005. Richard Pryor's life was as fiery, unpredictable, and unapologetic as the groundbreaking comedy routines that made him a legend. Known for his raw honesty on stage, Pryor never shied away from confronting uncomfortable truths, a trait that extended into his personal life. His romantic history was as turbulent and intense as his career, marked by passion, heartbreak, and a long list of high-profile relationships. Pryor was married 7 times to 5 different women, with some of his marriages lasting only months. His first marriage to Patricia Price ended quickly, setting the stage for a series of volatile unions. His most famous relationship was with actress Pam Grier, whose memoir revealed both the deep love and destructive chaos they experienced together. Grier's accounts of Pryor's struggles with addiction, erratic behavior, and infidelity painted a picture of a man whose personal demons often clashed with his capacity for love. Pryor's battle with drug addiction and mental health issues played a central role in his rocky romantic life. However, he also defied societal norms by candidly admitting to having relationships with men, challenging taboos, and redefining notions of masculinity in Hollywood. His openness about his sexuality and personal struggles only deepened the complexity of his legacy. Despite the instability, Pryor's most enduring connection was with his 5th wife, Jennifer Lee. The two married twice, with Lee remaining by his side until he died in 2005. His romantic life, like his career, was explosive, intense, and deeply human, driven by passion, vulnerability, and an unrelenting search for love and acceptance. 3. Jim Brown, 1936 to 2023. Jim Brown, widely regarded as one of the greatest football players of all time, was just as formidable in his personal life as he was on the field. Known for his legendary career with the Cleveland Browns, where he set records and redefined what it meant to be a powerhouse athlete, Brown's dominance extended into his reputation as a magnetic and charismatic figure off the field. His personal life was filled with passion, controversy, and intense relationships that often captured as much public attention as his athletic achievements. Brown's first major relationship was with Sue Brown, whom he married in 1958. The couple had 3 children and built a seemingly strong family foundation. However, their marriage faced difficulties and ultimately ended in divorce in 1969. Despite the separation, Brown continued to play an active role in his children's lives. Throughout the 1970s and 1980s, Brown's reputation as a ladies' man grew as he was romantically linked to several high-profile women, including models, actresses, and socialites. His powerful presence and undeniable charm made him a fixture in celebrity circles. However, his love life was frequently marred by serious allegations of domestic violence and legal troubles, which cast a shadow over his public image. Brown's longest and most enduring relationship was with Monique Brown, whom he married in 1997. Despite facing personal and legal battles together, Monique remained by his side. Fierce, determined, and unapologetically bold, Jim Brown lived his life with the same intensity he displayed on the field, leaving behind a legacy marked by both greatness and controversy. 4. Billy D. Williams, 1937. Present. Billy D. Williams became a symbol of suave masculinity with his iconic portrayal of Lando Calrissian in Star Wars, captivating audiences with his smooth voice, magnetic charm, and effortless cool. His off-screen romantic life mirrored the charismatic personas he portrayed on screen, making him one of Hollywood's most enduring heartthrobs. Williams' first marriage was to Audrey Sellers, with whom he shares a son, Corey. Their union ended in divorce, but Williams continued to build a remarkable career, becoming a beloved figure in Hollywood. His personal life took another romantic turn in 1972 when he married Teruko Nakagami. Together, they welcomed their daughter Hanako. Though the couple separated briefly in the 1980s, they ultimately reconciled and have remained together for decades, symbolizing enduring love despite life's ups and downs. While Williams' long-lasting marriage became his foundation, rumors of past relationships with prominent actresses and singers added to his appeal. His ability to maintain privacy despite being a major Hollywood star only enhanced his air of mystery. Known for his elegance and charm, Williams often spoke about the importance of love, family, and loyalty in his personal life. Unlike many of his peers, Williams managed to balance fame and romance without letting tabloid scandals overshadow his career. His legacy goes beyond his unforgettable screen performances. He remains a symbol of timeless charm, showing that even in Hollywood, it's possible to cultivate both an iconic career and a meaningful personal life. 5. Eddie Murphy, 1961. Present. Eddie Murphy's larger-than-life comedic career has been matched by an equally dynamic and eventful romantic history. Rising to fame in the 1980s with Saturday Night Live and blockbuster films like Beverly Hills Cop, Coming to America, and The Nutty Professor, Murphy became one of Hollywood's most successful entertainers and one of its most captivating figures off-screen. His love life has frequently made headlines, thanks to high-profile relationships, public breakups, and a long list of children from different partnerships. Murphy's first major public relationship was with model Nicole Mitchell. They married in 1993 and shared 5 children during their 13-year marriage. While their relationship appeared strong for much of the 1990s, cracks emerged in the early 2000s, leading to a high-profile divorce in 2006. Despite the split, Murphy and Mitchell have maintained a respectful co-parenting relationship. Shortly after, Murphy's tumultuous romance with former Spice Girl Mel B made international headlines. Their brief relationship resulted in the birth of their daughter, Angel Iris. However, the aftermath was far from amicable, involving a public paternity dispute that was ultimately resolved when DNA tests confirmed Murphy as Angel's father. Murphy later found stability with Australian model Paige Butcher. The couple, who began dating in 2012, share 2 children, Izzy and Max. Though rumors of secret romances have occasionally followed him, Murphy has largely kept his private life low-key in recent years. His romantic journey remains as compelling as his career, making him one of Hollywood's most fascinating and enduring stars. 6. Jada Pinkett Smith, 1971. Present. Jada Pinkett Smith's romantic life has been one of Hollywood's most talked about sagas, blending love, passion, heartbreak, and resilience. Her high-profile marriage to superstar Will Smith has been anything but conventional, frequently making headlines for its complexity, transparency, and unconventional dynamics. Married since 1997, the couple shares 2 children, Jaden and Willow Smith, and have built a public image as a powerful yet deeply complicated pair. Before her marriage to Will, Jada shared a profound and enduring bond with rapper Tupac Shakur. Their connection was a cornerstone of her early life, rooted in friendship, loyalty, and artistic inspiration. Although both repeatedly denied ever being romantically involved, their undeniable chemistry has kept fans fascinated decades after Tupac's death. Jada has often spoken about how much Tupac meant to her, even causing tension in her marriage due to the lingering public obsession with their relationship. The most explosive chapter in Jada's romantic history came in 2020 when singer August Alsina revealed he had been romantically involved with her while she was still married to Will Smith. The revelation forced Jada to address the situation on her talk show Red Table Talk, where she famously described the relationship as an entanglement. The candid discussion went viral, turning her private life into a global spectacle. Despite the public scrutiny, Jada has consistently emphasized personal growth, healing, and authenticity, making her love life a complex yet compelling story of passion, mistakes, and redemption in the spotlight. 7. Dennis Rodman, 1961, present. Dennis Rodman's life has been a wild spectacle both on and off the basketball court, marked by an outrageous public persona and a string of intense, high-profile relationships. Known for his fearless individuality, eccentric fashion, and unpredictable behavior, Rodman's romantic life has been just as dramatic and unforgettable as his NBA career. Rodman's first major relationship was with model Annie Bakes, with whom he shares a daughter, Alexis. Their tumultuous relationship was filled with emotional ups and downs, ultimately ending in a bitter divorce. Despite the challenges, Rodman has maintained a relationship with his daughter over the years. Perhaps Rodman's most iconic romance was with actress and model Carmen Electra. The two shared a whirlwind love affair, famously marrying in Las Vegas in 1998 after a wild weekend of partying. Their relationship was a combustible mix of passion and volatility, filled with public arguments and reconciliations. Just 9 days after the wedding, Electra filed for an annulment, though the pair continued seeing each other on and off before officially ending their marriage in 1999. Rodman's most infamous fling, however, was with pop icon Madonna in the mid-1990s. Their relationship was as unpredictable as the stars themselves, marked by bold headlines and outrageous stories. Rodman later claimed that Madonna was so taken with him that she once offered millions of dollars to have his child, a story that only added to the mystique surrounding their fiery romance. Dennis Rodman's romantic life, like his career, remains legendary, wild, unpredictable, and unforgettable. 8. Jamie Foxx, 1967, present. Jamie Foxx, one of Hollywood's most versatile stars, has built a career spanning comedy, music, and acting, earning him critical acclaim and a devoted fan base. His romantic life, however, has been just as intriguing, filled with mystery, high-profile relationships, and public fascination. While Foxx often keeps his personal life under wraps, some of his relationships have become headline news due to their secrecy and star power. One of Foxx's most notable romances was with actress Katie Holmes. Their relationship reportedly began around 2013, but remained one of Hollywood's best-kept secrets for years. The pair were rarely seen together, fueling media speculation about their intensely private bond. They eventually made their first public appearance as a couple in 2019, but reportedly split later that year. Their discreet relationship sparked endless tabloid rumors, reinforcing Foxx's reputation for guarding his personal life. Before Holmes, Foxx was linked to several A-list stars, including actress Stacey Dash and model Kristen Grannis, the mother of his youngest daughter Annalise. He also shares a daughter, Corinne Foxx, from a previous relationship with whom he has a close bond. Corinne has followed in her father's footsteps, establishing her career in the entertainment industry. Despite being a major public figure, Foxx's ability to stay mysterious about his romantic life only heightens interest in his personal affairs. His charm, undeniable talent, and knack for keeping the public guessing have solidified him as one of Hollywood's most magnetic and elusive stars. 9. Martin Lawrence, 1965, present. Martin Lawrence, a comedy icon known for his hit TV show Martin and blockbuster films like Bad Boys and Big Mama's House, has led a personal life filled with as much drama and unpredictability as his on-screen roles. His romantic journey has seen both heartfelt love stories and high-profile breakups, making him a perennial subject of media interest. Lawrence's first marriage was to Patricia Southall, former Miss Virginia USA, in 1995. The couple welcomed their daughter Jasmine in 1996, but their union was short-lived, ending in divorce in 1997. Despite the split, they maintained a respectful co-parenting relationship and supported Jasmine's endeavors in the entertainment world. In 2010, Lawrence took another shot at love, marrying his longtime girlfriend Shamika Gibbs after dating for 15 years. They shared 2 daughters, Amara and Iana, and appeared to have a strong family foundation. However, after 2 years of marriage, they filed for divorce, citing irreconcilable differences. The separation was reportedly amicable, with both prioritizing their daughter's well-being. Though Lawrence has faced romantic setbacks, he has never let personal struggles overshadow his career. His magnetic personality and signature comedic style have kept him in the spotlight. He remains one of Hollywood's most beloved comedians, known for turning life's challenges into laugh-out-loud performances. Despite his complicated romantic history, Lawrence's charm and talent continue to captivate fans, proving that even off-screen, he's a star who shines through every twist and turn. 10. Cuba Gooding Jr., 1968, present. Cuba Gooding Jr.'s dynamic career in Hollywood has been matched by an equally intense and complicated personal life. Known for his passionate performances in films like Jerry Maguire, Boys in the Hood, and Radio, Gooding has earned critical acclaim and an Academy Award. However, behind his on-screen success lies a romantic life marked by long-term commitments, public scandals, and legal troubles. Gooding's most significant relationship was his 2-decade-long marriage to Sarah Kapfer, his high school sweetheart. The couple tied the knot in 1994 and welcomed 3 children together. For years, they maintained a relatively low-profile family life despite Gooding's growing fame. However, cracks in their marriage became public when Kapfer filed for legal separation in 2014, citing irreconcilable differences. Their divorce was finalized in 2017 after a lengthy and reportedly difficult process. Following their split, Gooding's personal life took a darker turn, with several women coming forward accusing him of sexual misconduct. His legal troubles intensified when he faced charges related to multiple incidents of unwanted advances and groping. Gooding pleaded not guilty and fought the charges in court, though his reputation suffered significantly in the process. Despite these challenges, Gooding has continued to work in film and television, though his career momentum slowed due to the controversies. His romantic life remains a complex mix of long-term commitments and troubling allegations, reflecting the highs and lows of a career marked by both brilliance and scandal. His undeniable talent, however, keeps him in the cultural conversation. 11. Nia Long, 1970, present. Nia Long has been a symbol of beauty, strength, and timeless talent in Hollywood, but her personal life has been as captivating as her legendary on-screen roles. Rising to fame in the 1990s, with unforgettable performances in Boys in the Hood, Love Jones, and The Best Man, she captured hearts with her charm and versatility. However, her romantic journey has been marked by passion, heartbreak, and remarkable resilience. Her most publicized relationship was with former Boston Celtics head coach Ime Udoka, with whom she shares a son, Kez. The couple seemed to share a loving and supportive partnership for over a decade until Udoka's suspension from the NBA in 2022 due to an alleged workplace affair. The scandal thrust Long's private life into the spotlight, prompting her to end the relationship and focus on her family. Before Udoka, Nia Long was engaged to actor Masai Dorsey, with whom she shares her eldest son, Masai Jr. Although their engagement ended before marriage, they maintained a cooperative co-parenting relationship focused on their son's well-being. Over the years, Long has also been romantically linked to several high-profile celebrities, including rapper T.I. and actor Chris Tucker, though she has consistently kept much of her personal life out of the public eye. Despite intense media scrutiny, Nia Long has navigated her career and personal life with grace and resilience. Balancing iconic roles like Love Jones with motherhood, she's built a legacy as a talented actress and devoted parent. Her strength and dignity have solidified her place as one of Hollywood's most respected stars. 12. Wesley Snipes, 1962, present. Wesley Snipes has lived a life as action-packed and dramatic as the characters he portrayed in iconic films like Blade, New Jack City, and Passenger 57. Known for his tough guy roles, martial arts prowess, and commanding screen presence, Snipes also developed a reputation for having a turbulent personal life filled with passionate love affairs, high-profile relationships, and legal struggles that kept him in the public spotlight for decades. His most talked-about relationship was with Oscar-winning actress Halle Berry in the early 1990s. Their romance, though brief, reportedly ended on a bitter note amid allegations of infidelity and emotional turmoil, leaving behind unresolved rumors that lingered for years. Snipes has never publicly addressed the nature of their split, further fueling speculation and intrigue surrounding their complicated past. After his relationship with Berry, Snipes was linked to several models, actresses, and socialites throughout the 1990s, earning him the reputation of being one of Hollywood's most eligible bachelors. However, in 2003, he settled down with painter Nakyong Nikki Park, with whom he shares 4 children. Their stable and private marriage has been a consistent anchor in Snipes' otherwise turbulent personal life. Despite their strong family foundation, Snipes faced severe legal troubles, including a conviction for tax evasion in 2008, resulting in a 3-year prison sentence. His incarceration tested his family's resilience, but they remained supportive throughout his ordeal. After serving his sentence, Snipes gradually rebuilt his acting career, returning to Hollywood with notable roles in films like The Expendables 3 and Coming to America, proving that even embattled stars can find redemption and a fresh start. 13. Terrence Howard, 1969. Present. Terrence Howard's romantic life has been as intense and complicated as the characters he portrays on screen. Known for powerful roles in Hustle and Flow, Empire, and Iron Man, Howard's relationships have been marked by passion, heartbreak, and second chances. His history includes 5 marriages to 3 different women, each relationship making headlines for its emotional highs and turbulent lows. Howard's first major relationship was with Lori McComas, whom he married twice, despite a rocky past marked by allegations of domestic disputes and public arguments. Their marriage ended for the second time in 2005 after producing 3 children together, Aubrey, Heaven, and Hunter. Despite the turmoil, Howard has maintained a strong bond with his children, often crediting fatherhood as one of his greatest joys. Following his second divorce, Howard married Michelle Gant in 2010, but their relationship quickly disintegrated amid legal battles and accusations of abuse from both sides. Their highly publicized and contentious divorce became tabloid fodder, exposing deeply personal details of their tumultuous marriage. Despite these challenges, Howard found stability with Mira Pak, a restaurateur and model. The couple first married in 2013, divorced in 2015, but ultimately rekindled their romance. They remarried in 2018 and share 2 sons, Kieran and Hero. Howard credits Pak with bringing stability and purpose to his life, often calling her his soulmate and emotional anchor. Howard's romantic journey is a complex story of passion, redemption, and resilience, mirroring the emotional intensity he brings to his acting career. His ability to find love again, despite personal setbacks, reflects the determination that has driven both his personal life and professional success. 14. Philip Michael Thomas, 1949-present. Philip Michael Thomas, best known for his role as Detective Ricardo Tubbs on Miami Vice, exuded style, charisma, and undeniable charm both on and off the screen. His smooth, sophisticated portrayal helped redefine 1980s TV cool, making him a household name and one of the most sought-after stars of the era. However, Thomas's personal life was just as dynamic and complex as the characters he portrayed, marked by passion, high-profile relationships, and a large family. During Miami Vice's peak popularity, Thomas was romantically linked to several actresses, models, and entertainers, earning him a reputation as one of Hollywood's most eligible bachelors. His magnetic presence wasn't just limited to TV, it spilled over into real life, where he reportedly fathered 11 children with 5 different women. Despite the complexities of managing such a large blended family, Thomas maintained a close relationship with many of his children, often emphasizing family values in interviews. Though his acting career waned after Miami Vice, Thomas continued to pursue various creative ventures, including music and writing. His legacy endures as both a groundbreaking actor and a symbol of 1980s pop culture. His life, much like his career, remains a fascinating blend of ambition, passion, and unforgettable charm. 15. Carl Weathers, 1948, present. Carl Weathers' commanding screen presence, particularly in his iconic role as Apollo Creed in the Rocky series, mirrored the intensity and charisma he displayed in his personal life. With his chiseled physique, magnetic charm, and rugged good looks, Weathers became a Hollywood heartthrob, capturing the attention of countless fans and earning a reputation as one of the industry's most captivating leading men. Weathers' first marriage to Mary Ann Castle resulted in 2 children, but ultimately ended in divorce. His second marriage, to Jennifer Peterson, also dissolved, though details about their relationship remain largely private. Unlike many of his Hollywood peers, Weathers has kept his romantic life out of the spotlight, choosing to let his professional accomplishments speak for themselves. Despite this privacy, rumors of relationships with prominent actresses and models have persisted throughout his career. While Weathers played intense, no-nonsense characters on screen, Those who worked with him described him as thoughtful, kind, and deeply professional. His balance of strength and sensitivity made him appealing to fans and colleagues alike. Despite romantic setbacks, Weathers' legacy endures, not just as a legendary action star, but as a symbol of timeless appeal, embodying both power and poise in Hollywood's ever-changing landscape. 16. Bill Cosby, 1937, present. Bill Cosby's life has been a study in contrast, from being celebrated as America's dad on The Cosby Show to becoming one of the most controversial figures in entertainment history. His marriage to Camille Cosby has endured since 1964, producing 5 children and surviving numerous personal and legal storms. For decades, Cosby was admired for his portrayal of Cliff Huxtable, a loving father and successful professional, setting a new standard for positive Black representation on television. However, his off-screen life told a far darker story. Throughout his career, Cosby faced persistent rumors of infidelity, often brushed aside by a public eager to embrace his wholesome TV persona. That image unraveled in the mid-2010s, when more than 60 women came forward accusing him of sexual misconduct, alleging incidents spanning decades. His 2018 conviction for aggravated indecent assault against Andrea Constant marked a stunning fall from grace. He was sentenced to prison, though his conviction was controversially overturned on procedural grounds in 2021. Though Cosby maintains his innocence, his legacy has been irreparably tarnished. His romantic and personal history is now overshadowed by legal battles and public outrage, forever altering how the world views a man once considered an icon of family values and cultural progress. 17. Chris Rock, 1965, present. Chris Rock's romantic life has been as unfiltered and raw as his legendary stand-up routines. His long-running marriage to Malak Compton Rock, which began in 1996, seemed solid from the outside but was far from perfect behind the scenes. The couple shared 2 daughters, Lola and Zara, and were considered one of Hollywood's most stable families for nearly 2 decades. However, their seemingly perfect union came to an end in 2016 after 20 years of marriage, with Rock later admitting to infidelity and struggling with commitment. In his comedy special Tambourine, Rock offered an unapologetically honest reflection on his failed marriage, admitting that his success, ego, and bad decisions played a major role in the breakdown of their relationship. He didn't shy away from discussing how fame made temptation hard to resist, earning both criticism and praise for his brutal honesty. Since his divorce, Rock has been linked to several high-profile women, including actress Megalyn Echikunwoke, though they reportedly ended their relationship in 2020. Despite the ups and downs of his personal life, Rock has continued to thrive professionally, turning painful experiences into comedy gold. His willingness to expose his vulnerabilities while making audiences laugh has kept him among the most respected comedians of his generation. 18. Cat Williams, 1971, present. Cat Williams' romantic life has been as outrageous and unpredictable as his career in comedy. Known for his sharp wit, over-the-top stage persona, and unfiltered social commentary, Williams has experienced a personal life filled with passionate romances, tumultuous relationships, and deeply personal struggles. While the comedian is notoriously private about his love life, glimpses of his romantic past have surfaced through media reports, court cases, and his stand-up routines. Williams has fathered several children from different relationships and has also adopted others, showcasing a surprisingly nurturing side amid his often chaotic public image. Despite being fiercely protective of his family, his fiery temper and legal troubles have kept him in the spotlight for all the wrong reasons. He's faced arrests, custody battles, and highly publicized disputes, leading to frequent tabloid coverage that only fueled his larger-than-life reputation. His romantic history includes several rumored relationships with models and entertainers, though he has rarely confirmed any publicly. Williams' unpredictability, both professionally and personally, has solidified his legacy in the comedy world. Despite his ups and downs, his ability to command the stage with raw honesty and unapologetic storytelling has kept fans loyal, making him a unique and unforgettable figure in Hollywood's comedy scene. 19. Pam Grier, 1949, present. Pam Grier has lived a life as fierce and unforgettable as the iconic roles she portrayed on screen. Known as the Queen of Blaxploitation for films like Foxy Brown, Coffee, and Sheba, Baby, Grier's personal life has been equally dramatic, filled with passionate romances, public heartbreaks, and an unwavering sense of independence. Her high-profile relationships with some of the biggest stars of the 1970s, including Richard Pryor, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, and Freddie Prinze, cemented her status as a Hollywood legend on and off the screen. Perhaps her most talked-about relationship was with comedian Richard Pryor. Their love affair was passionate, volatile, and deeply emotional, marked by Pryor's struggles with addiction and Greer's fight to maintain her self-worth. In her memoir Foxy, My Life in 3 Acts, Greer candidly recalled the highs and lows of being with Pryor, describing moments of intense love overshadowed by his unpredictable behavior. Despite the chaos, she never stopped caring for him, though she ultimately walked away to preserve her well-being. Greer's relationship with basketball icon Kareem Abdul-Jabbar was equally complex. He proposed marriage, asking her to convert to Islam and abandon her acting career, but Greer chose her independence and career instead. This defining moment symbolized her lifelong commitment to living on her terms, refusing to compromise her identity. Though her personal life was often filled with public intrigue and private struggles, Pam Grier emerged as a symbol of strength, resilience, and empowerment. Her legacy endures not just because of her unforgettable roles, but because of her unapologetic commitment to being true to herself, both in love and life. 20. Tyrese Gibson, 1978. Present. Tyrese Gibson's love life has been as intense as his Fast and Furious career. His most publicized relationship was with social worker Samantha Lee, whom he married in 2017. The couple, who share a daughter, Soraya Lee, often showcased a loving partnership online. However, their marriage ended in a highly publicized divorce in 2020. Tyrese's emotional Instagram posts about heartbreak and mental health drew both sympathy and criticism, while Samantha kept a more reserved stance. Their split highlighted the passionate, unpredictable nature of Tyrese's personal life, making him one of Hollywood's most emotionally transparent stars. Before marrying Samantha Lee, Tyrese had been romantically linked to several high-profile women in the entertainment industry. His dating history includes flings with models, actresses, and even musicians. Tyrese's intense passion has often led to whirlwind romances, many of which fizzled out as quickly as they began. Despite his turbulent love life, he has consistently expressed his belief in true love and his desire for a stable, lasting relationship. Perhaps Tyrese's most talked about past romance was with singer Brandy Norwood. In the early 2000s, the two were frequently spotted together, sparking dating rumors that were neither confirmed nor denied. He was also linked to actress Taraji P. Henson, with whom he shared undeniable on-screen chemistry in Baby Boy. Although they were never officially a couple, fans of the film still associate them as one of Hollywood's most iconic romantic duos. Tyrese Gibson's romantic life has been a roller coaster of passion, controversy, and resilience. His intense nature has fueled public feuds and deeply personal social media posts, drawing both criticism and sympathy. Despite high-profile breakups, including his emotional divorce from Samantha Lee, Tyrese remains hopeful about love, calling himself a hopeless romantic. His candidness about relationships, fatherhood, and mental health has kept fans invested in his journey. Whether on screen or in real life, Tyrese approaches love with unmatched intensity, making him one of Hollywood's most emotionally transparent stars. Fans eagerly watch as his story continues to unfold. So, what are your thoughts on this? Let us know in the comments below. Beneath the spotlight of fame and fortune lies a hidden world of struggles, heartbreak, and personal battles that shape the lives of some of the biggest icons in history. From Kanye West's well-documented obsessions to Andra Day's inspiring fight to reclaim her self-worth, these stories reveal the complex and often painful realities behind the glamour. Here are 25 worst black intimacy addicts. 1. Kanye West. The name echoes through music halls and across continents. Kanye West. Yet beneath the shimmering surface of global fame lies a story stained by shadows. At just 5 years old, Kanye stumbled upon a magazine in his father's house, a moment that planted a seed of obsession. The glossy pages sparked a fascination that would entangle his life, twisting his perceptions of intimacy and connection. Years passed, and the grip of this addiction seeped into his art, his relationships, and even his identity. Kanye's music, often laced with themes of raw desire and unattainable perfection, mirrored the distorted lens through which he viewed the world. But the weight of this darkness didn't crush him entirely. Turning to faith, he found a lifeline in Christianity, a beacon that helped him chart a new course. Today, Kanye speaks out, warning of the dangers lurking behind the allure of fleeting pleasures. How many others are caught in this unseen web? How many will find their way back to the light? 2. Tiger Woods, a name synonymous with precision, power, and greatness on the golf course. Tiger Woods. Yet, in 2010, a scandal erupted, exposing the hidden fissures in his pristine image. A cascade of revelations unveiled his battle with compulsive desires, a need that drove him into infidelities that shattered his marriage. The public fallout was merciless, his career momentarily derailed. Woods retreated into himself, seeking refuge in therapy and the structured path of rehabilitation. There he began to untangle the roots of his compulsions, uncovering wounds long hidden beneath layers of success and fame. The climb back was steep, but it was a journey he chose to take. Tiger Woods emerged from the ashes, not unscathed, but wiser. His story serves as a stark warning. What lies beneath the surface can destroy even the mightiest of legacies. 3. Mike Tyson, the heavyweight champion, a symbol of raw power. Mike Tyson. Yet beneath the ferocious exterior was a man battling demons that few could see. Tyson's addiction was not to the thrill of the fight, but to an endless cycle of desire and indulgence. As fame enveloped him, it fed a lifestyle that spiraled beyond control. His compulsions masked deeper wounds, loneliness, insecurity, and a search for validation. Tyson himself would later admit that his self-destructive tendencies were a desperate attempt to fill an emotional void. But this path was fraught with consequences: broken relationships, public scandals, and a tarnished reputation. In time, Mike Tyson found solace in introspection and faith. His journey reminds us of a universal truth: confronting one's shadows is the only path to redemption. Yet, can anyone truly escape the beast within? 4. Shaquille O'Neal. Towering both in stature and talent, Shaquille O'Neal dominated basketball courts with unmatched prowess, yet off the court he grappled with compulsions that chipped away at his relationships. Shaq's infidelity and inability to prioritize emotional intimacy created a cycle of heartbreak and regret. He's spoken openly about the pain his actions caused, especially to those he loved most. The end of his marriage to Shawnee O'Neal was a turning point, forcing him to confront the wreckage left in his wake. Through reflection and accountability, Shaq began to rebuild, embracing maturity and understanding. His story is one of rebuilding, of learning to value connection over conquest. But how many lessons must be learned too late? How many bridges burned cannot be rebuilt? 5. Bill Cosby. Once the embodiment of wholesome entertainment and a beacon of laughter and moral lessons, Bill Cosby. But behind the facade lay a darker reality. Cosby's compulsive behavior and predatory actions unraveled his legacy, leaving a trail of shattered trust and broken lives. The allegations against him painted a chilling picture of unchecked desires, leading to devastating consequences. The man once revered as a cultural icon became a cautionary tale of how power and addiction can intertwine, leading to moral and legal ruin. Bill Cosby's downfall sparked a broader reckoning. It forced society to confront the shadows that often linger in the brightest of lights. His story is a grim reminder. Unchecked impulses, no matter how hidden, will eventually come to light. 6. Robert Sylvester Kelly. Once a maestro of R&B melodies, R. Kelly orchestrated a much darker symphony behind the curtain. His world, laced with haunting allegations, reveals a tapestry woven with compulsions and exploitation. While Kelly himself has sidestepped admitting to any addiction, the pattern of his actions paints a chilling picture of uncontrollable desires. The young lives manipulated, the promises whispered, and the trust shattered, each note a testament to a descent fueled by unchecked impulses. The courts became his stage, a grim theater where the echoes of his choices reverberated. R. Kelly's story ignited fiery debates about fame's corrosive power and its ability to shield malevolence. Behind the flashing lights and adoring crowds lay a man bound by chains of compulsion, dragging others into his abyss. His downfall wasn't just personal, it was a societal reckoning. 7. Dennis Rodman. Synonymous with flamboyance, rebellion, and chaos, Dennis Rodman. On the basketball court, he was a virtuoso of defense, off it, a tempest of insatiable desires. With a candor both alarming and mesmerizing, Rodman unveiled a life consumed by relentless pursuits of pleasure. His exploits painted him as a hedonist, but beneath the surface lingered a man haunted by voids no conquest could fill. The revolving door of lovers, the fleeting highs, and the fractured connection spoke of a man grappling with a deeper torment. Fame had amplified his compulsions, turning every encounter into a performance. While he embraced the label of a bad boy, his admissions hinted at a fragile soul hiding behind the mask of audacity. 8. Janet Jackson, a name that resonates with elegance, power, and mystery. Janet Jackson. Yet even icons carry their shadows. Beneath the glittering stage lights, Jackson wrestled with her own compulsions, a battle she openly acknowledged. Her reflections revealed how desires, intertwined with insecurities, dictated her most intimate moments. Living under the suffocating scrutiny of fame, Janet's struggles mirrored the weight of expectation, a desire to be free, yet shackled by the chains of her own making. She confronted her past, peeling back the layers to reveal a journey of healing. Therapy, introspection, and an unyielding will transformed her narrative from one of torment to triumph. 9. Kevin Hart. Laughter once masked a fractured soul. Kevin Hart. Beneath the jokes lay a man ensnared by impulses he struggled to understand. His public confessions of infidelity revealed not just a flaw, but a pattern rooted in immaturity and unexamined desires. Fame, with its unrelenting temptations, only heightened his vulnerabilities. Hart's journey is one of brutal self-awareness. He turned his missteps into lessons, using humor as a tool for catharsis. Therapy and accountability became his compass, guiding him toward a path of redemption. His narrative reminds us that mistakes do not define us, but rather how we confront them does. 10. Chris Brown. A prodigy whose talent dazzled yet bore the weight of unbridled impulses. Chris Brown. His life, marked by volatile relationships and public outbursts, spoke of a man at war with himself. While he never claimed addiction, the patterns of behavior, intensity, impulsivity, and destruction told their own tale. His infamous clashes, most notably with Rihanna, cast a long shadow over his legacy. Each act of recklessness underscored the cost of leaving inner demons unchallenged. Brown's attempts at redemption, counseling, charity, and community service highlighted his desire to rebuild. But his story remains a stark warning about the havoc wrought by unchecked impulses. 11. Lamar Odom. A towering figure both on and off the basketball court, Lamar Odom once stood as a symbol of triumph. Yet beneath the glittering accolades and 2 NBA championships, his life unraveled into shadows of despair. His battle with a voracious intimate addiction consumed him, serving as both an escape and a prison. For years, he sought solace in fleeting encounters, engaging with countless women to bury the sting of loneliness and emotional torment. But the relief was temporary, and the cycle of indulgence grew relentless. Odom's compulsion wasn't isolated. It was tightly knotted with substance, forming a self-destructive spiral that ravaged his career and personal life. His marriage to reality television star Khloe Kardashian buckled under the weight of his infidelity. The guilt festered, breeding shame and further driving his addictive behavior. Each decision chipped away at the legacy he had worked so hard to build, leaving behind a trail of regret. Through soul-bearing therapy and confronting the ghosts of his past, including childhood scars and feelings of unworthiness, Lamar Odom embarked on a painful yet transformative journey. His memoir, Darkness to Light, chronicles this struggle, a haunting testament to how unaddressed pain can devour even the brightest souls. It is a story of how healing requires confronting the very wounds that one fears most. 12. Terry Crews. Celebrated for his charisma and humor, Terry Crews concealed a secret that gnawed at his core, an addiction to explicit content that stretched back to his youth. It began innocuously, but grew into a vice that warped his expectations of intimacy and severed genuine connections. Each indulgence left him more isolated, trapped in a cage of shame and regret. What began as a private escape turned into a corrosive force, silently eroding his sense of self-worth. The breaking point arrived when his wife Rebecca confronted him. Her ultimatum forced Crews to face the extent of his problem, one that had jeopardized the very foundation of their family. Seeking redemption, he immersed himself in therapy and support groups, peeling back the layers of inadequacy and validation seeking that had fueled his addiction. He discovered that beneath the addiction lay deeper issues of self-doubt and fear of vulnerability. Terry Crews' openness about his struggles has sparked crucial conversations in communities that often shun vulnerability. His message is clear: healing demands courage and accountability. His journey stands as proof that even the darkest battles can lead to light if faced with unflinching honesty. His transformation serves as a beacon of hope for those wrestling with their own demons. 13. Jada Pinkett Smith. An icon of grace and talent, Jada Pinkett Smith revealed a lesser-known chapter of her life, a struggle with intimacy and explicit content addiction. In her youth, she sought validation and self-worth through intimacy, only to find herself ensnared in a cycle of emotional emptiness. Relationships blurred into transactions, leaving her disconnected from her true self. Each attempt to fill the void only deepened her sense of inadequacy and disconnection. It was on her talk show, Red Table Talk, that Pinkett Smith bravely confronted her past. She delved into how societal pressures and childhood trauma had driven her to confuse physical closeness with emotional security. Her candor about the ways addiction had shaped her identity shed light on the hidden pain many face in silence. Through therapy and self-reflection, she unearthed the roots of her behavior and began to rebuild her identity on healthier foundations. Jada Pinkett Smith's candor has inspired many to face their own hidden battles, proving that confronting addiction is not a sign of weakness, but a bold step toward transformation. Her story serves as a beacon, illuminating the path from self-destruction to self-discovery. It is a reminder that growth often requires courage to confront the truths we'd rather ignore. 14. Diddy Combs, a name synonymous with opulence and influence. Sean Diddy Combs. He has lived a life steeped in extravagance, with lavish parties and whispered tales of indulgence long serving as hallmarks of his public image. Though he has never explicitly confessed to an intimate addiction, his actions suggest a struggle to rein in his impulses. Each headline seemed to underscore a narrative of unchecked desire and the pitfalls of excess. Diddy's high-profile romances, including with Kim Porter and Cassie Ventura, have often been tumultuous. Critics note that his relationships seem as performative as his larger-than-life persona, prioritizing excess over emotional depth. Beneath the glittering surface lies a man grappling with the costs of fame and unchecked desire. The weight of his choices often casts shadows over his personal and professional life, revealing a yearning for something deeper. In recent years, Diddy has expressed a yearning for change, hinting at a shift in priorities and a deeper focus on emotional fulfillment. His story is a reminder that even amidst wealth and power, the battle for self-awareness and balance remains universal. It illustrates how the allure of indulgence can mask deeper struggles for connection and purpose. 15. Clifford Joseph Harris Jr. Celebrated rapper and actor, T.I. has faced a whirlwind of controversies that have put his private life under a microscope. While never openly identifying as an intimate addict, his actions and scandals paint a picture of compulsive behavior. His marriage to Tiny Harris has weathered allegations of infidelity and rumors of unconventional dynamics, raising questions about boundaries and respect. The persistent controversies left a mark on his public image, blending his artistry with personal turmoil. Ty has acknowledged the challenges of reconciling his public persona with his responsibilities as a husband and father. These moments of introspection hint at a man wrestling with the weight of his choices and their repercussions on those closest to him. As he worked to rebuild trust and reshape his priorities, he began to explore the deeper emotional undercurrents driving his actions. Recently, T.I. has spoken about the necessity of growth and accountability, using his platform to encourage others to reflect on their own lives. His journey underscores the importance of confronting personal flaws to build a more stable future. It highlights how the path to redemption requires ongoing effort and the willingness to face uncomfortable truths. 16. Eric Bennett. The celebrated R&B singer with the voice of an angel and a career touched by stardom. Eric Bennett. Yet, behind the fame lurked shadows that consumed his most intimate relationships. His marriage to the luminous actress Halle Berry became a stage where his secret battles were unwittingly revealed. The whispers of infidelity grew into a storm of scandal, and soon the world learned of his struggle with intimate addiction. Bennett's compulsions were more than fleeting temptations. They were chains forged in emotional voids and insecurities. His inability to form lasting connections fractured his marriage, leading to a highly publicized divorce in 2005. That loss became a moment of reckoning. Seeking salvation, he turned to therapy, unearthing the roots of his addiction and confronting the wounds he had long ignored. Eric Bennett's story is a testament to the struggle between the allure of desire and the necessity of healing. Through his candid revelations, he shed light on the silent torment of addiction, offering hope to others battling similar demons. 17. Bobby Brown. In the dazzling haze of fame, Bobby Brown, the iconic R&B singer and former New Edition member, found himself ensnared by temptations that few could understand. His charisma and talent were undeniable, yet they masked an unrelenting drive for indulgence that threatened to unravel his life. Brown's confessions of rampant promiscuity painted a portrait of a man battling his demons in the most destructive of ways. Brown's marriage to the legendary Whitney Houston was marked by turbulence, much of it stemming from their shared struggles. His compulsions fueled infidelity and fractured trust, adding strain to an already fragile union. Desperate to regain control, Brown sought therapy and leaned on his family for strength. His path to recovery was fraught with obstacles, but his willingness to confront his past offered a glimmer of hope. His journey became a cautionary tale of how unchecked desires can ripple through lives, leaving devastation in their wake, but also an example of how accountability and support can pave the way for rebuilding. 18. Wilt Chamberlain. A towering figure of basketball legend, Wilt Chamberlain seemed untouchable on the court. Off the court, however, his claims of intimacy with over 20,000 women cast a long and controversial shadow. Whether these numbers were a boast or a cry for understanding, they revealed a man whose appetites could not be contained. Critics speculated that Chamberlain's relentless pursuits masked a deeper loneliness, an inability to form meaningful emotional bonds. While he denied the label of addiction, his behavior spoke of compulsion, a ceaseless drive that blurred the line between conquest and connection. He never sought help, leaving his legacy a complex mosaic of triumph and excess. Wilt Chamberlain's story raises poignant questions about the cost of indulgence and the fragility of the human spirit beneath fame. In the end, his life is both an awe-inspiring tale of athletic prowess and a cautionary reflection on the emptiness that can accompany unexamined desires. 19. Mystikal. A rapper who once commanded stages with electrifying performances, Mystikal saw his career and reputation eroded by patterns of destructive behavior. Legal troubles stemming from accusations and convictions of intimate misconduct painted a grim picture of a man unable to control his impulses. His actions crossed boundaries, leading to irreparable harm and a legacy tarnished by his choices. Unlike others who sought redemption, Mystikal has remained silent on the possibility of addiction, leaving a void where accountability and healing might reside. His repeated offenses suggest a cycle of unchecked behavior, one that spiraled into devastation for himself and others. Mystikal's story is a chilling reminder of the consequences of ignoring inner turmoil. His trajectory serves as both a warning and a plea for society to recognize the importance of intervention before lives are irreparably damaged. 20. Earl Simmons, the rapper whose raw lyrics echoed the struggles of a tormented soul. DMX. He fought battles on multiple fronts, with addiction haunting him throughout his life. His compulsive relationships added layers of complexity to his personal struggles, often leading to heartbreak and estrangement. DMX's pain was rooted in a childhood marked by abandonment and trauma. He sought solace in fleeting connections, only to find himself trapped in a cycle of pain and regret. Yet, amid the chaos, his faith remained a beacon. He turned to spirituality, seeking strength to confront his demons. Though his journey was fraught with setbacks, DMX's honesty about his struggles resonated deeply with fans and advocates for emotional healing. His life underscores the resilience of the human spirit, even when besieged by darkness, and the enduring hope that redemption is possible for those who seek it with sincerity. 21. CeeLo Green. In the glimmering world of fame and melody, CeeLo Green's life unraveled a tale darker than his soulful songs. Once a beloved figure as a judge on The Voice, his descent into controversy painted a chilling portrait of unchecked desires. Allegations arose in 2012 when he was accused of intoxicating and assaulting a woman. Though he denied the accusations, his troubling comments about consent ignited a blaze of public outcry. The aftermath was swift and brutal. Opportunities vanished like a mirage, and the artist stepped away from the golden spotlight. His reputation, once vibrant, now seemed stained by shadows too deep to erase. His behavior became a cautionary tale, a reflection of how fame's intoxicating allure can mask deeper, darker struggles. The whispers of addiction and compulsion swirled in the aftermath, though confirmation remained elusive. Was it a tale of fame's corruption, or something far more sinister? Perhaps the answers lie buried in the ruins of his once golden career, too haunting to face. And in that silence, one must wonder, what more lurks beneath the surface? 22. Trey Songz. The smooth voice behind countless R&B hits, Trey Songz found his legacy marred by whispers and accusations. Lawsuits and stories of misconduct began surfacing, painting a picture of a man struggling to navigate the temptations of fame. Although he never admitted to being enslaved by his impulses, the pattern suggested a deeper story, one of indulgence unchecked. The accusations cast long shadows on his career, sparking debates about the perilous line between charm and coercion. The spotlight he once commanded with ease began to dim, leaving behind a legacy entangled with scandal. With each passing revelation, the narrative grew more complex, weaving questions about accountability and redemption. Fame often magnifies the darkness within, making it impossible to hide. For Trey Songz, the question lingered. Could he ever outrun his own demons, or would his artistry always bear the weight of his personal battles? Only time will reveal whether redemption lies ahead, or if the shadows will consume his legacy entirely, leaving only echoes of unfulfilled potential. 23. Kirk Franklin. A world that seemed untouchable, a life built on faith and inspiration. Kirk Franklin's. Yet, beneath the surface, he battled a secret force threatening to dismantle everything he held dear. From a young age, addiction crept into his life in the form of explicit content. What began as a seed of curiosity grew into a forest of compulsion, suffocating his marriage and straining his spiritual resolve. The confrontation came from his wife Tammy, who shattered the silence that held them captive. Franklin sought salvation through therapy and faith, confronting the ghosts of inadequacy and past wounds. It was not an easy battle, requiring relentless introspection and unwavering commitment. Each step forward revealed another layer of the pain he had buried, making the path to healing arduous but vital. In breaking free, Kirk Franklin emerged as a beacon, urging others to face their struggles with honesty and courage. But even in recovery, one must ask, does the past ever truly release its grip? Or does it linger in the shadows, waiting for moments of weakness to strike again, a constant reminder of battles fought and scars left behind? 24. August Alsina. For August Alsina, the price of survival came with its own chains. Grief and the suffocating weight of expectations drove him into a cycle of destructive behavior. In candid reflections, he admitted his addiction to intimacy served as a numbing agent for his pain. Each fleeting encounter was a temporary reprieve, masking the emptiness within. Therapy became his lantern in the dark, illuminating the roots of his compulsions. The journey was fraught with difficulty, as facing one's deepest wounds often is. It required unflinching honesty and a willingness to confront the parts of himself he had long avoided. Through vulnerability and introspection, Alsina began to reclaim his life, slowly piecing together a sense of identity beyond the shadows of addiction. His journey stands as a reminder of the cost of unaddressed trauma, leaving one to ponder. How many others are lost in a similar fog, unable to see the way forward? And can those who do find the light ever truly leave the darkness behind? Or does the past cling, shaping the road ahead in ways unseen? 25. Andra Day. Her voice carried both strength and vulnerability, but behind the scenes, Andra Day wrestled with her own shadows. Addiction to both physical desires and escapism through explicit content held her captive for years. These compulsions, she later revealed, stemmed from a profound sense of unworthiness, a hunger to escape the pain within. Her role in the United States versus Billie Holiday became a catalyst for change. Immersing herself in the struggles of her character forced Day to face her own battles. It was a transformative experience, blending the lines between performance and personal growth. With therapy and faith as her anchors, she found her way out, shedding light on her darkest corners. Recovery became a journey of rebuilding, of finding strength in vulnerability and courage in self-awareness. Andra Day's story leaves a poignant question lingering in the air. How many find healing, and how many remain hidden in their pain? And perhaps more chillingly, how many never even begin the journey to freedom, trapped by the weight of their unspoken struggles?